Hey, you guys, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Toya and Reginae, Season 2, Episode 5 recap. So, on this week's episode, while they're heading to New Orleans in a Sprinter van, Toya tells Casey that she is, in fact, going to go to therapy with him. And he's really happy and excited about the news and everything. They get to the house in New Orleans. It's a huge mansion, beautiful mansion. Everybody loves the house, taking videos and posting it on social media. The next day, they visit Rudy and Josh's grave, pretty much, the mausoleum or whatever, where they stick the bodies in the little stone walls or whatever. They called Walter on FaceTime so he could be a part of it and everything. They didn't show Walter's daughter being there with them, or did they? But like there was no conversation if she was there. Like there was no conversation with her and like her grandmother or her auntie or Reginae. So I'm guessing that the daughter didn't come since he wasn't able to come, I guess. Um then we see Toya meet up with Casey's therapist first alone because she doesn't think that he's been telling the whole truth about what's been going on with him and how he talks to them and how he be clicking out on them and everything. And so she explains to the therapist, how he be talking to them any type of way and just cussing them out and all types of stuff. And like the therapist told Toya, you need to hold him accountable for the things that he says and does, and say to him that he can't come around until he shows and proves that he has changed. And that's the God's honest truth. That is the gospel when it comes to Casey at this point, because after this episode, it was blatant that Casey is a lost cause. He is a lost cause, okay? And he wouldn't be making me go gray, okay? No, he got a mama. Let her deal with it. So Casey arrives and he sits down with Toya and a therapist, and she asks him, like, what is his take on things? How does he feel? And this man had the nerve to say that they don't respect him as a man. And Toya looked at him like, excuse you? You could tell she wanted to be like, when I see a man, I'll respect a man, okay? And Casey says, I just want them to know that when I say something, just know that it's law. And Toya looked at him and I looked at the TV like, excuse you, sir? You have the sense of a mustard seed. Like, Casey, if you don't get somewhere and sit down, no. So Toya was like, you always saying stuff that hurt. And here go Casey once again. Everybody say stuff when they mad, making excuses for his behavior. That's not okay. And everybody don't say stuff when they're mad. Other people do have self-control. You cannot use that as an excuse as to why you think that you can talk to people crazy and then think that they just supposed to forgive you. That ain't how life goes, sir. So Toya was like, he said stuff that's, hard to let go. One that sticks out to me is that he said that it was my fault our brothers are unalived. And Casey gonna say, it wasn't my intention to hurt her. That was your intention, sir. You don't say nothing like that to nobody unless you wanted to gut them, okay? You wanted to basically kick sweep them and make them fall on their back on the ground. Like that's what you intended to do. And obviously, you succeeded. That she's still hurt by it to this day, because why would you say something like that to her? Like, why on God's green earth would you say that? Even the therapist was looking like, oh, this nigga more fucked up than I thought. So, Toya was like, well, it feels that was your intention. And she was like, I'm trying to keep my family together. And Toya, baby, that's where you keep going wrong. You have been trying since the mid 2000s with your family. I understand that you're trying to give them opportunity with these reality shows to help put them on and everything. But girl, obviously it is not working, especially with people like Casey, okay? Like you can't help everybody. You simply cannot. And you causing more stress and anger and sadness and hurt on yourself by continuing to try. You can't try with everybody, because only thing that you're going to do is hurt yourself in the long run. So, Casey then admits that he's upset about other things and then takes it out on them, which is, once again, not okay. And then the therapist says, well, what are those things? And he brings up his baby mama, Gabby, and his son, Camden. And he says, it bothers me and make me mad that Toya and Walter can get my son and I can't even get him. And Toya was like, wait. What did Casey do to ruin that relationship? When you got out of jail, you flew your son here. She flew your son here so you could spend a day with him. And what did you do? You took him out of town, left him in the car at a casino, cussing and smoking in front of him, stuff that she doesn't believe her son should be around. You telling everybody you can get your son, but you never tried to do it Gabby's way. Casey show up when Casey wanna be bothered. Girl, now first of all, we got to see Camden this episode. Now I don't know exactly when he got out of jail, but regardless, that little boy ain't had no business being left in nobody's car while you go into a casino. Have you lost your mind? Then you cussing and smoking around him instead of spending time with your son after you get out of jail. You decide to leave him in the car for hours on end. Baby, you would never see him again if I was the baby mama, child. And then you want to get an attitude because she refuses to let you get him again one-on-one. You would be lucky if you breathe the same air as that child, okay? I would have pressed charges against you. You need to be happy that she didn't, because she could have literally filed charges for child neglect. That is insanity that you would do something like that and then want to sit up here and be mad. At least she is not ignorant enough that she is keeping him away from your sister and brother, because some baby mamas be like, I don't even want to deal with none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't get your life in order, like Casey, for me, after this episode, is a lost cause. He is ignorant. He is selfish. He is narcissistic. He don't think that he wrong. He think that everything that he do is right. He is manipulative. Baby girl, Toya, let that demon go, because he has had every opportunity handed to him. You have helped him, and none of it's good enough, because it's woe is me. Casey's the victim. Everybody's against Casey when Casey is his own worst enemy and he doesn't want to admit that. But I wouldn't even fool with Casey no more. No. He wouldn't be in my life at all. And you would think that after going to jail multiple times and all of this type of stuff that he would realize that God is trying to spare him and help him, but he ain't hit that rock bottom yet. He has not. And I wouldn't want to be around when he does. But girl, after hearing all of that about the son, that really made me throw up my hands when it comes to him. He is a trifling ass Negro, okay? And somebody need to slap the taste out of his mouth. Absolutely not. So, he then goes on to say, I do for my child. I might not do major stuff, but I do for him. I send my baby mama money a lot. I get him Jordans and games and stuff when he want. Nigga, that's not being a father. And you sit up here talking about some, you don't do major stuff, meaning spend time with him, educate him, guide him, love on him, talk to him, spend time with him, nurture him. The things that a son needs. And granted, you might not have gotten that as a child, so you probably don't know how to give it, but baby, learn. It's a lot of stuff that we as children don't get from our parents, and we have to figure out how to give it to our own children. It's not that hard. And then you thinking because you buy him a pair of Jordans and a video game every now and then that's being a daddy. If you don't get the girl, get out of here. No, He is trifling. So the therapist was like, well, what are you willing to do today? And he was like, I'm willing to apologize to my sister. I can't keep making the same mistakes thinking I'm going to get a different result. He just says key phrases because he don't mean nothing that come out of his mouth. He just wanted to go away so him and Toya could be fine for him, not for her or for them. It's for him to have some type of peace because he don't like for a Toya to be mad at him and to shut him out. But all he's going to do is repeat the cycle over and over again. No, I wouldn't have nothing to do with him. Absolutely nothing. So they end up going bike riding as a family at night, which looked so much fun. I would love to do that. And once again, Casey acting like a 5-year-old. He riding the bike all into traffic, going in other lanes. And, Toya steady trying to be his mama. And I'm like, Toya, stop. He is a grown man. He know what he doing, like he said. If he wants to risk getting hit and ran over, let him do it. Let him do it. And if it gets on your nerves that bad, stop inviting him to stuff. You just simply have to excommunicate him. Period. Danielle is there with her best friend. And Danielle tells her that, she did know about BD and old girl being back together. And Toya was shocked by that and, kind of felt some type of way that she was the last to know or whatever. She does have a one-on-one conversation with Gabby, who joined them. Camden joined them as well. And she tells Gabby about their therapy session and how he says that he take care of his son. And Gabby was like, does he? Gabby was like, he has not helped me at all. And she was like, I want him to be in Camden's life, but you have to be a responsible parent. So Toya was like, okay, once again, he done got caught in a lie. Steady lying. He ain't been doing nothing to help this boy. And see, stuff like that, I can't digest that. I can't stand no deadbeat daddy. I cannot. Family or no family, you got to go on somewhere with that. So the next day, Toya and all of them get together with Walter Sr. and her 15 other brothers and sisters. It's 17 in all, including Josh and Rudy, who of course passed. And Walter Sr. says that his oldest child is 45 and his youngest is 12. And Reginae Thompson, my uncle is 12. And everybody was laughing or whatever. Beautiful family, gorgeous kids. Several of them look alike and everything. Nita said in her confessional that she only met the 4 oldest ones. She had never met the other ones. And so, everybody's sitting around laughing and talking. And the conversation, I forgot how it kicked off about why he never married Nita. I think she asked or something like that. And he was like, she was always going out playing bingo, doing this, be gone from Friday to Monday. And she was like, and he would be out getting somebody else pregnant. And then it started, getting kind of like tense or whatever. But Toya was the one that was, because Nita tried to walk away and Toya was like, no, come back, put it on the table, let's talk about it. And then when her mama got upset, because obviously she still feels some type of way and some type of hurt when it comes to Walter, and there's still feelings there, she was shocked when Nita got mad at her, because she was trying to be soft when it came to her dad, trying to be like, mama, like, let daddy talk, let him explain himself. Daddy, why don't you just apologize to mama? Just being soft when it comes to her dad. And she felt like she was taking his side over hers, and she always sticking up for her daddy or whatever. And it just got real awkward really quick. And Toya got to stop trying to instigate conversations and then get mad when it go left. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have tried to avoid that conversation at all costs, because you already knew coming down there that she was talking about she gonna get back with the man. Like, Toy, you got to take the L on that one. You played a part in it. You really honestly did. And then the episode goes off, and that is going to continue on next week's episode. Child, this family is a mess. And it's really sad that we're still in the same place that we were 15 years ago on their first reality show with a lot of these people. Like, it's truly, truly kind of sad. It really is. And everything that Casey said about him changing went out the door. Because like I said, a few weeks ago, he got on the internet once again, not taking accountability, blaming everybody, saying ain't nobody helping him, mad at Reginae because Reginae ain't put him on her daddy, and buying stuff for her ex-boyfriend but ain't doing for her uncle. Like, who? Yeah, like, you gotta cut him loose, bruh. Cut him loose. Cut him loose. Walter also got on the internet acting a fool. Like, girl, cut them Negroes loose and go on about your business, okay? Going on about your business. You got 15 other siblings you can film with. Film with them and give them an opportunity. Because these two niggas, okay, are selfish and unappreciative. I'm really feeling unappreciated. Like, literally. But I'm going to give this week's episode of Toya and Reginae, I'm going to give it a B. It was a good episode. Y'all, if y'all not following me over on Patreon, what are you waiting for? The link is down below in the description box. We just finished up season 1 of Interview with the Vampire. It was so good. Y'all, some of y'all have been trying to get me to watch this since it aired, and I never got around to it. And I'm low-key happy that I didn't watch it when it first came on, because I was happy that I could binge season 1 and now I can binge season 2. But I loved season 1. I'm super excited about starting season 2 this week. So if you want to watch Interview with the Vampire with me and the High Tea Squad, that's my second tier over on Patreon. Like I said, the link is down below in the description box. You can also watch with me all of my reviews that I do over here on this channel. So right now you can watch along with me to Baddies Midwest. For my second tier, we're watching Erica Mena's reality show, which is surprisingly so good. It's so good and ratchet. Oh my God, it's so good. It's funny, it's ghetto, it's fights. It's really good. I can't stand Erica Mena. I don't rock with her, but the cast is freaking amazing. What else are we watching? Potomac, Married to Medicine, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and Love and Hip Hop Miami, as well as Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So y'all can watch along with me, get my natural first reaction to these episodes while I'm taking my notes for my reviews. So yeah, join me over on Patreon, you guys. It's super litty. Yeah, please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.